Hey everyone, in this video we are going to see the methods of passing the variables, right? So for example, if you have a function and you have to call this function from the, you can say, main, right? So how you are going to call it, right? So that is what we call as parameter passing, and we are going to see that how we can pass the parameters. Okay, so in this video we are going to see parameter, or you can say argument passing methods, right? So basically, there are three methods. Let us discuss them one by one. So the first method is pass by value. The second method is pass by address. The third method is pass by reference, right? So basically, we have these three methods. These two are available in C++ both. So let me just mention it. It is available in C/C++. And similarly for this is available in both C and C++. However, this is not available in C. It is only a feature of C++. Why is it only available in C++? Because references are not there in C. They are only present in C++. So we have these three methods which we can use to pass the variables, or you can say the parameters. So let's see them. Now first of all, let us include hash include or header files, right? So we have using namespace. It is used for C in C out. So basically we have is int, you can say swap, and what are we gonna do is we are gonna swap these two values a and b. So we have int temp, and we are gonna make it like temp is equals to a is equals to b, and b is equals to temp, right? And what are we gonna do? Inside function we are gonna write inside function. We are having values as a and b, right? And we are gonna write indel, right? So this is the swap function which we have written. Now let's write the main function, int main, and we have nothing inside it obviously. Next we have is int, let's say x is equals to 5 and y is equals to 10, and what we have to do is we have to swap the values, right? So we are going to call the function swap x comma y. Now we do not want that this function should return anything, so obviously we are going to mention void over here. Earlier I thought I would be writing some addition program, but let's say we start with swap, so it's going to swap the values, right? This, and next what we are going to do, we are going to write inside main function, and this is inside swap function. In this we are gonna output the values of x comma y, right? So in this way we are gonna get the output. Now this method which I have used over here is what we call as pass by value method, right? This method is known as pass by value method, and in the next videos we would be discussing these two as well. Right now we are discussing pass by value method, right? So let me just mention on the top that this method is pass by value method, so as to avoid any kind of confusion. So why is it called pass by value method? Because what we are doing is we are just passing the values, right? Just let's say what we do, like we use int x int a is equals to x, right? We are using this kind of things in our function, right? So like we have this thing and we have this thing. So what's actually happening is this function, this is actually receiving this in the form int a is equals to x, right? this a variable is actually receiving this x. It's not a variable, it's actually a parameter. And it is what is it actually getting? It is actually getting the value of x, right? So that's why it is called the call by value, or you can say the pass by value, because only the value is getting passed, right? Okay, so we have this x equals 5, y equals 10, and we have passed it. And let's see, and one thing you are going to see is the changes which are happening in swap are not going to reflect in main, right? So you can clearly see that we had the values of x and y as 5 comma 10, and when they went into the swap function they were swapped. But when they came inside the main function, right, the flow came back to the main function, then the values were actually same. So we can say that a copy of these x comma y is created and then they are swapped, right? These x and y, the copies of these x and y are first created and then they are swapped. So the changes which are made inside the function are not reflected inside the main function. And this is what we call as pass by value method, right? So the changes, you can write it, right? Pass by value, you can write changes made in the function are not reflected inside the main function, right? So so in the swap function the values that are made are not the changes that are made are not reflected inside the main function, and that is the feature of pass by value. What's the feature? The feature is that whatever the changes, whatever the variables you are passing, only their values are getting passed, and another copy of these are created. So that copy is not reflected inside the main function. So that's all about call by value, or you can say pass by value. And next video we are going to see pass by address or call by address.